Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Crackin' for a Cause video. I am your host, MrBevers, and today I am joined by the wonderful Brett from KitchenTableCommander. If you are a Commander player and you are not following this man, you need to be. He puts in some solid content and also is just a super swell dude.
Bevers. Appreciate it. You're pretty awesome yourself.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So why don't you give them a little spiel about who you are and where they can find you?
Sure. I'm Brett from Kitchen Table Commander, and you can find me on Twitter at KitchenTableCMD, on YouTube at Kitchen Table. Sorry, on YouTube, youtube.com/KitchenTableCommander, as well as twitch.tv/KitchenTableCommander, where I do Commander gameplay streams, as well as some other non-MTG content there. And yeah, so come on, take a look at the videos and follow my streams.
And there'll be links below in the description to all of his links and stuff. I would appreciate it if you'd go and toss him a sub on YouTube, toss him a follow on Twitch, all that good stuff.
I also appreciate that.
See? Yeah, exactly. And for those of you who don't know, I play games with Brett over on Twitch on Thursday nights. Most of the time we try to do stuff. And we try to do some stuff on weekends occasionally. We've been doing Minecraft. We've been doing TTT. We've been doing Jackbox. So like there's been just a sort of a plethora of other games that are not MTG related, and if you want to watch those and have a good laugh at how stupid and ridiculous we are, by all means come by, take a look. I believe actually Austin has been editing some of our TTT games together and putting them up on YouTube, so maybe we'll have to get him on the show here, and we'll put a link to that in the description as well.
His edits have been really good.
Yes.
It sort of doesn't highlight how bad I am at the games, which is great.
That's okay.
I like
that's
that.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Perfectly fine with that.
Yeah. Well, listen, you don't have to be good at TTT. This is the thing, right? Is you don't have to be good at it. You just have to be able to pretend that you're not the bad guy, or that you are the bad guy when you're not those things.
Very true. Very true.
So today we're going to be raising some money for charity as normal. So Brett, why don't you give people a little spiel about the charity you've chosen to send my money to if you win?
Sure. So I've chosen the Burlington Humane Society. They are a local animal shelter that takes in lost, badly injured animals, dogs, cats. I think they've been taking in some rabbits and rats lately. I think there's been a lot of that. I think there's been a lot of those being brought in recently. Cool. But so they take in these either surrendered or injured animals, and they rehabilitate them and put them up for adoption so that people like myself can bring home a cute little kitty.
Sounds great. Sounds like a great plan. I'm totally down. I mean, last week I picked Save Our Scruff, which is similar. It's like another type of community shelter that takes in animals and rehabilitates them and finds them their forever homes, right?
Yeah.
So I'm totally down for this. I hope you win so that I can send my money to the Humane Society, because I'm totally on board. Rats seems like a weird one to me. Like, I didn't realize people were like, getting rats as pets and then like essentially abandoning them, I guess.
Yeah, there is a large group of people that when they hear that they can save a rat from lab testing, or because the lab is done with them,
right,
and they would be just euthanized otherwise, then people take them in as pets. But don't understand.
Rats are super intelligent and they're super loving.
Oh yeah.
Like my best friend from high school had a bunch of rats growing up, and so it was always like whenever we went over to his house, it was like, oh, get the rats out of the cage and let them come and hang out with us. And they would just like play and crawl all over you, and it was just.
Yeah, they are great pets, but a lot of people don't understand the requirements to keep them properly.
Yeah.
So they just it's more surrenders for things like that. I don't know if they have any right now. I know there are some other animal shelters that do, but I've seen rats being surrendered for that very reason, is they don't understand
how to take
Like,
care of them. Yeah.
yeah, and I think a lot of people do that, right? They don't necessarily do the research before they adopt a pet or take on a pet,
This is accurate.
right?
Wow. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes, that is accurate.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, this rabbit is chewing on these cords. Yes, that's what it does.
man. So when I was growing up, my parents, like, my dad is super highly allergic to any animal with fur.
Hmm.
So I really wanted, like, a dog or a cat growing up because I was an only child. So I was like, I want some sort of companion animal companion to
Right.
occupy my time. So I had hamsters at first, right? And then they there's not much you can do with hamsters. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you
They're
set up
kind of
the
one
you set up the
dimensional.
cages with the tubes and stuff, and you can watch them run around, or you can get the ball and put them in it and watch them run around. But like, that's about it, right? There's
Yep.
not much you can do interaction wise with them. Um, and then I wanted something a little more substantial, and my parents were like, "Oh well, we'll get you a hedgehog." And I was like, that's weird. That's a weird choice. Like, this is like, and so they bought me like a bunch of books to read up on how to take care of them and stuff. And so I read up all the information and I was like, no way. And they were like, what? And I'm like, did you guys read these books that you gave me? And they're like, no, we bought them for you to read to see if you wanted to have a hedgehog. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to have a hedgehog. And they're like,
Yeah,
why? And
absolutely not.
I'm like, well, read what you have to do to keep them, right? And like the first like chapter was all about like all of the different things you have to do essentially with the living environment to be able to keep them around and keep them healthy and entertained. And I was like, you guys aren't going to do this stuff when I'm not around at school or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, so no. I was like, no, a hedgehog is not a good idea. And they were like, oh,
Yep.
okay. And I was like, yeah. So, but like
Yeah.
they looked into it for a solid like 3 or 4 months before they finally decided, yeah, okay, we're not gonna do this. And I was like, yeah, I'm glad you didn't. I'm
Yeah.
glad you didn't.
And like even some dogs and cats species can be difficult to take care of,
Well, I
right?
mean,
So
any dog and cat, like really, when it comes down to it, right? Like a lot of people don't know how to take care of animals just in general, right?
very
Like
true.
they think like I find especially with cats, right? Like people neglect every animal because it's
Oh
people are
yeah,
just super
unfortunately.
selfish, right? But
Hmm.
I find with cats, the interesting thing for me is like people think, oh, cats are solitary. I can get a cat. I can leave them at home all the time. It's no big deal, right? And no, right? I mean, like, yes, you're right. You can leave a cat longer than you can leave a dog, right?
But you still can't leave them forever. Like you
Right.
still have to come back every couple of hours. Well,
Well,
not
and not
every
just
couple of
that, but
hours,
like
but
it does also tax the animal's
yes.
stress levels and anxiety, right? Like even if it's a cat, right? And yeah, you're not home, and yeah, that they might not even notice or pretend not to notice. It impacts them. It still does, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
it's interesting to see all these people because like right now, apparently adoptions are super high for cats, because everybody's stuck at home because of
Yeah.
COVID and everything, and
Yep.
so people are getting animals and getting cats and stuff, and then like after a couple weeks they're returning them to the shelters and stuff because they're like, oh, I can't take care of this cat, it started biting everybody and blah blah blah. And it's like, well, the cat didn't learn that from anyone but you.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe
So
you
like,
should think about that.
yeah, like if the cat is biting you and tearing up your shit, then you have to figure out why it's learned that from you, right? Or
Exactly.
why it's not understanding that it shouldn't be doing those things from you
Yeah.
because you're the one trained, like it's living with you, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah, and like cats are actually normally um amongst themselves. They're very quiet.
mm-hmm,
They don't talk a lot.
mm-hmm,
Talk.
yeah,
But apparently they learn you and they respond to you in very vocal ways.
mm-hmm,
So the way Olaf, who may actually show up at some point or another, I'm not sure. Um, the way he talks to me is different from the way he talks to my wife.
yeah,
And she's been home since like all of this started.
mm-hmm,
So, but I've been going to work normally. And
right,
if she's gone for longer than like a couple of hours,
mm-hmm.
he absolutely loses it. And he just like yells at her when she comes home. He's like, why did you leave?
Why did you leave me? How could
Yeah.
you have done this? Yeah,
We had
that's
this
fair.
arrangement where you stayed home. And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I was enjoying this. Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
exactly. So
yeah. Well,
he's gonna have to
anyway,
get used to that when we go back. But yeah.
that's fair.
But yeah, so
That's fair.
that's That's what the
your
Humane
charity.
Society does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
like we went on a major tangent there, but hey, whatever.
We did, but it's fine.
Welcome to Mr. B Rambles with guests, because that's what, like, I mean, if you're here on my channel, you're here for a reason, and the reason is that I ramble like crazy. So, you pretty much know that I can talk about any topic or anything for an extended period of time without actually getting anywhere. So, the point is that I also have a charity, and the charity for me this week, where I'm going to be sending Brett's money, provided I'm the one that wins the pack battle. For those of you who, because we didn't really mention that there is a pack battle, there's a pack battle coming, is the Halton's Women Place here in my hometown. It's been around for, I don't even know how long, to be honest with you, but it's been around since I was just a wee little lad. It's been here, and they basically provide like a safe place for women who have dealt with, you know, domestic abuse or anything like that. But also they provide, like, you know, after school programs and stuff for kids of, you know, single moms, things like that. Like they do so many things essentially, like, based around women who need the support, and it's phenomenal. They just do an amazing job with the community, and they've been such a, you know, pillar of our community for a very long time, and that's why I want to send Brett's money there if possible, because they do really good work.
Yeah, I'm more than willing to support them. They're a great charity. Like I'm from the region too, so I completely
That's true.
see I can see how much they've done for.
This is a home turf battle.
Yeah.
Boom. But today we're going to be cracking a pack of Modern Horizons.
Modern Horizons.
There it is.
Are they all just Sarah on the pack?
Oh, I have to fix something here. Just give me 2 seconds here.
Oh, I'm reversed, aren't I?
You're backwards and so am I. It's fine.
Oh, no.
It's just because we're on opposite sides of things here.
Right.
I just have to flip it. It's no big deal. Where are you? Everyone's gonna notice this randomly. Don't worry. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. It's definitely not gonna look strange at all.
No, in no way is this gonna be strange.
No, it's not gonna look strange at all. Don't even worry about it. This one, like this, and then we're gonna just go like this to here, and then we're gonna go like. Why are you? There we go. Like this.
Why are you like this?
There. So now Brett's still facing me, and I'm still facing him. See, it's no different for us. But you guys get to read our packs in the right direction now. Look at that. Now everything is the right way around. Wow, it's like magic, right? Get it? Magic?
Magic.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not really that sorry. But as most of you know, we're 13 minutes in. We gotta speed this along here a bit. But as you know, I let the guests pick the stipulations. So Brett has come up with a very interesting stipulation here, and that is, of course, we're going to be doing something a little bit Commander related, I think is what you said. So why don't you tell the folks here what it is you've decided to pick for our stipulation?
So when we open the packs, we are going to obviously look at all of them, but we're going to look at the uncommons and the rare or mythic, and we're going to try and determine who has the card that has the most usage in Commander decks. And we're going to use edhrec.com as our standard for that. So if Mr. B has a card in his pack that has more deck usage, like more number of decks where it's included, then his charity wins. And the
vice versa.
Yeah,
vice versa.
Yeah.
So now these packs too are front to back, like they're opposite, right? So you're gonna
have to.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to do uncommons first and then rare, or do you just want to go from the front of the pack, hit the rare right away, and keep going?
Oh, I think we should build. I think we should do uncommons.
Okay. So we basically start from the back of the pack, pull off all your commons, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll start from the uncommons. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, let's crack it open, and we'll get we'll do the Kansas City Shuffle, I guess is what I'm gonna call it, where I'm gonna shuffle the the commons essentially and the uncommons to the other side of the pack.
Yep.
So, let me just make sure that I've got this. We're all in shot here. Yeah. Okay. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 commons.
Yeah.
And do I have? Okay. What you need to do though is make sure that you check your 10th card is a common, because if it is not, right, that means you have a foil.
It is a common.
Okay. So we're both good. And by that I mean neither of us got foils, so no foil Ren and 6 for us.
So that's a lot less good.
So now you should have 3 uncommons and then your rare. So I'm just going to put my rare on top. Basically what I did is I just did the shuffle. And then of course you've got these 3 cards here. One of them is of course the snow-covered land, and then you get your art card and your token. So I'm just going to pull those off to the side.
Yeah, I've got those. So...
And there we go.
That's your first uncommon?
That's my first uncommon.
Okay. So... Oh, that is... Wait, what just happened?
He's cheating, everybody.
I am not cheating.
Cheating for charity. How could you?
Oh, they did weird things. They did weird things. Why? No, I see. I did it backwards.
You're good now?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay. So what is mine? Mine is a Throes of Chaos. So am I typing all of these in? Or are you going to do yours?
No, I can... yeah, if you want to look up yours, and I'll look up mine.
My Throes of Chaos is in 863 decks of 191,245, so 0%.
Okay, so my Good Fortune Unicorn is in 1,927 decks for 2% of 92,165.
All right, so far you're winning for sure.
So far I am winning.
Okay, so let's go to the next uncommon.
Okay.
What have I got there? What is that? That's something... Splicer's Skill?
And I have Crypt Rats.
Oh, man. We should have done this the other way.
What do you mean?
How many decks do you think this card is in?
Splicer?
I'll give you the total. It's in... Like, there's the possibility of 183,601 decks. How many decks?
It's a white card.
Yeah. How many decks do you think this is in?
Oh, God. 6,000 or 7,000, maybe? Am I way over?
116.
All right, so...
Nobody likes this card.
Get rid of it. Burn it.
This card is apparently terrible.
Just throw it in a shredder. No one likes it.
So what do you got? You got Crypt Rats?
So I've got Crypt Rats, which is in 1,812 decks, or 1% of 207,238.
You're still winning then.
Still winning.
The Unicorn's still the highest though for you, right?
Correct.
Okay, I've got an Alpine Guide next.
I have a Vengeful Devil, which just go ahead and guess on this one.
On that one?
Yeah,
what's it
Vengeful
do?
Devil.
It's a 1/1 for 2 with haste. And does that say morbid on it?
Yes, morbid.
Okay.
And it deals 1 damage to any target. Activate only if a creature died this turn.
Oh, so it's a pinger, but only if something died.
Correct.
Interesting.
It's like really bad raid. Yeah,
so it's mono red haster for 2 mana. It doesn't seem particularly great. I'm sure there's
2 mana is not good.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's some decks that probably play it for, the fact that it's a devil and the fact that it's a hasty thing, but like I want to say it's probably a lower number, so let's go with like 300 decks.
90.
Wow, that's really low.
Yeah,
Holy moly.
It's real bad. It's real bad.
Well, this one is only 183 decks. So
okay, so you're winning on that one.
I'm winning on this one, but like, let's be honest here. the total number of decks that my cards have been in so far is less than like your unicorn by itself.
Stupid unicorn.
That's pretty good. All right, it's time for the moment of truth, though. The rare.
Okay.
What do you got? Oh, you've got Sarah. Seriously. All right. Well, there it is.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Well,
until we see what.
That's true. That is true.
Right. Like your what did you get?
Force of Virtue,
which might be in more decks.
You know, I would normally say that you are right, that it probably is, but at the same time, Force of Virtue is not particularly better than, say, Glorious Anthem or things like that, because it costs 1 more mana, right?
Yep.
And yeah, okay, you can exile a white card and play it for free, and it's flash. So, I mean, yeah, okay, cool. But, like, what do you think? How many decks do you think this one's in? There's the possibility, again, of 183,601.
Right.
Everyone playing at home already knows the answer.
Yeah, because they've already looked it up, right? Like, they paused this as soon as you open the pack.
Right.
I don't know. 2,000 or 3,000?
It's 1,016. For a total of 1%. And Sarah, how many is Sarah in?
2,121, or 1% of 183,601.
So, if we're going with just the percentages, which is what we had said originally, you win with the unicorn at 2%.
Correct. 2%. So,
good old 2%. I
mean, it is a modern pack, right? So it's not necessarily great for Commander, but
true.
2% is still kind of low. I expected a little bit more.
I was thinking that as well. Yeah, I was thinking that we would probably hit something in like the 4 or 5% range at least.
Yeah, like
but there we are.
Yeah.
Brett is the winner, which means I'll be donating my money to the Humane Society. And
yes.
Was it Burlington? Was that the one that you
picked? Yes. That's where we've adopted our last 2 cats.
Oh,
so
okay. Well, there you go.
It's got a place in my heart, and I'm sure Olaf would appreciate the support. So
well, I'm definitely down for that. So you guys should see something pop up here on the screen, sort of in the middle here, where it says that I donated my money to these fine folks. And that's it for the pack battle today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I know it's been a little bit of a long haul, and Brett and I get talking a lot, but that's because, that's what happens when you put 2 friends in a room and let them have control over the record button. This is just what happens. It's just what happens.
Exactly. It happens every time.
That's right.
With everything we do.
That's right. We ramble a lot and get maybe some of what we were trying to accomplish done.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I've been your host, MrBevers, joined by the wonderful Brett from KitchenTableCommander. Make sure you go check out those links below in the description. I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you check out the charities as well if you feel that you can donate. Of course, all of the charities that we support here on this series are, essentially local charities to the people who have been on the show or myself. And we would greatly appreciate the support to our communities. And if you can't give anything, don't even worry about it. Thanks for just watching and hanging out and, enjoying the video with us. And as always, may your pulls
ever be better.
There it is.
There we are.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.